So the Beltrán Leyva organization hasn't rang bells in a very long time. Ever since the original breakup between them and Sinaloa, they took a pretty hard beating from Chapo and Miles from the government, and were kind of low key for a very long time. But several people that are in charge of them, one of them was already designated Chapo Isidro as the head, and they put two other people along the inside the main leadership with him. As far as I'm talking about the Justice Department of the United States, just designated El Musico, the musician, as well as El Saltario, the Sagittarius, as leaders of said organization. Now, the reason they've heated up and their name is starting to ring bells a lot is the new product that came out, right? Which would be those M30 pills that are killing everybody. Now, they are the biggest producers of said product as the Fenta, the M30s that are going around, killed over 100,000 people in the United States in overdoses in 1 year. Point is, their huge profit gains and rapid expansion due to said product is what brought the heat of the U.S. government and then into the eye, right? Because they're going after people who are supposedly producing this, and being the biggest producer operating right now definitely paints a big target on you, right? Because we have to remember the deaths in the United States due to said products are being used as the biggest pretext for putting American troops into Mexico, as well as justifying freezing assets, things like that. So, makes sense that they've got this huge target painted on them. Simultaneously, they've expanded big time, taking advantage on the weakness of Chapo Sons Group, which lost its base of operations, which used to be Culiacan, which was under their control for a while, is the center of everything they did. Now it's not solely under their control. The Beltrán Leyva group is looking at this weakness that they're losing plazas and losing ground in other places, and jumps on close plazas to them that are owned by Chapo Sons. So this is their expansion into the rival faction of Sinaloa, which is Chapo Sons, taking their terrain, their plazas. And this, advantage of taking weakness is going all over Sinaloa. There's been huge violence for the last 8 months due to instability of many groups losing leaders, things like that, and the uncertainty of what the future holds, right? So, big shakeup, and some groups are taking advantage of the shakeup and advantage of other groups' weaknesses and expanding and once again becoming a force. Now, with the Beltrán Leyva group and their war that they have right now with Chapo Sons, it might altogether be a death blow, all these simultaneous attacks from different groups on the said organization. It could really have a big effect. These were some of the few plazas that are left to them that they had sole control over, and they're losing them right now as well. So, crazy world, lots of changes, and it's interesting the United States government designating these new two leaders of said organization. And it's a big statement. It's the first time, I think, 10 years, 15 years, that this group has been in the news as far as making gains or being the most profitable in any industry. They've just, like I said, been low key. So, big changes. Comment down below, smash that like button. Adios.